Why this keeps happening. This ancient wisdom explains your real-life patterns. Have you ever noticed how many videos claim to reveal your past life through Buddhist numerology or birth year calculations? These popular trends promising to decode your previous existence based on birth digits are not only misleading, they're a dangerous distortion of authentic Buddhist teachings. Such fabrications lead seekers down paths of superstition rather than wisdom, creating false expectations and misrepresenting a profound spiritual tradition that has guided millions for over 2,500 years. The Buddha himself warned against such speculative diversions that distract from the genuine path to understanding. What did the Buddha actually teach about how our past connects to our present? How can we understand the patterns in our lives through authentic wisdom? To answer these questions, let me share an ancient story that illuminates the true Buddhist teachings on this profound subject. In a remote monastery nestled among mist-covered mountains, a young monk sat in meditation when an unexpected memory surfaced, himself as a child, fearlessly climbing the highest trees while other children watched in terror. Yet in this life, heights filled him with paralyzing fear. Disturbed by this contradiction, he sought out the monastery's elder, renowned for his deep understanding of the Buddha's teachings. "Master," the young monk asked as he found the elder tending to the monastery garden, "why do certain strengths and weaknesses persist in us despite our efforts to change them? Sometimes, I feel I'm fighting against currents that began flowing long before this life." The elder monk paused his gardening and looked up with eyes reflecting decades of contemplative wisdom. "You've touched upon one of life's great mysteries," he said, placing a weathered hand on the young monk's shoulder. The Buddha offered profound insights into this very question, insights that go far deeper than simple explanations. The elder gestured toward a stone bench beneath a flowering plum tree. "Let me share with you 3 teachings from the Buddha that illuminate these mysteries, teachings about karma, tendencies, and mindfulness that have guided practitioners for thousands of years. Through them, you'll better understand both your fear of heights and your natural affinity for certain practices." The 3 Buddhist insights into past and present. The elder monk explained, "There are 3 essential insights from Buddhist wisdom that help us understand the connection between past actions and present experience. The first is the law of karma. The second is the nature of samskaras, or habitual tendencies. And the third is the transformative power of mindful awareness." The younger monk listened attentively as the elder continued. "These teachings have been passed down from the Buddha himself through generations of practitioners. When properly understood, they reveal not just why we face certain challenges, but how we can transform them into opportunities for awakening." Sitting beneath a flowering tree in the monastery courtyard, the elder monk began to explain, "Karma is often misunderstood in the modern world. It is not fate or predestination, but rather the natural law of cause and effect operating across time. The Buddha taught that our intentional actions create imprints that shape future experiences." The young monk asked, "But how can we know which past actions have created our present circumstances?" The elder replied, "Rather than speculating about specific past lives, the Buddha encouraged us to observe the patterns in our present experience. These patterns reveal the general nature of our past actions far more reliably than any numerical calculation could. For example," the elder continued, "if you find yourself repeatedly facing situations where trust is broken, this suggests past actions involving dishonesty. If you naturally attract teaching opportunities, this likely reflects past efforts to share knowledge with others. These patterns tell us more about our past actions than any external system of divination." The young monk reflected on this teaching, recognizing patterns in his own life that suddenly made more sense. The elder noticed his contemplation and said, "The second insight concerns our samskaras, the deep mental and emotional tendencies we have developed through repeated actions across many lifetimes. Think of samskaras as rivers that have carved channels in the landscape of your mind, the elder explained. Water naturally follows these established pathways. Similarly, our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors tend to follow patterns established by past repetition. Some of these channels serve our awakening, while others lead to suffering. The young monk nodded thoughtfully and asked, "How do these tendencies manifest in our daily life?" The elder smiled and replied, "They appear as your natural inclinations, what comes easily to you without training, what you're drawn to without explanation, and what challenges persist despite your best efforts." For instance, the elder continued, some practitioners find compassion meditation effortless, as if remembering rather than learning something new. Others naturally understand complex philosophical concepts that confuse their fellow students. These are not random talents, but cultivated tendencies carried forward from previous efforts. The elder paused to let these words sink in before adding, "However, we must be careful not to use these teachings to categorize or limit ourselves or others. The Buddha taught that all tendencies are impermanent and can be transformed through present awareness and effort." The young monk considered this wisdom, seeing how it explained both his natural affinity for meditation and his persistent struggle with impatience. "What then is the third insight?" he asked. "The third insight," the elder replied, "is the transformative power of mindful awareness in the present moment." While karma and samskaras influence our tendencies, the Buddha taught that present awareness gives us the power to create new patterns rather than simply following established ones. The elder picked up a small twig and drew in the earth. Imagine your past actions as the upstream portion of a river. They have momentum and direction that influence where the water flows. But with mindfulness, you can dig new channels in the present moment, redirecting the flow toward greater wisdom and compassion. This is the profound hope in Buddhist practice, the elder emphasized. No matter what actions we have performed in the past, with clear awareness in the present moment, we can create new causes that lead to freedom and happiness, not just for ourselves, but for all beings. The young monk's eyes brightened with understanding. "So, rather than trying to decipher exactly what I did in past lives, I should focus on recognizing patterns and transforming them through present awareness." "Precisely," the elder nodded. The Buddha discouraged excessive speculation about past lives because it often leads to confusion rather than liberation. He taught the importance of understanding general patterns and principles rather than seeking specific details about previous existences. Applying Buddhist wisdom to understand patterns. The elder monk rose and walked to a small stream running through the monastery garden. "Now let me show you how to apply these three insights practically in your daily life." There are three methods the Buddha taught for working with the influences of past actions. The first method, he explained, is mindful recognition of patterns. Pay close attention to recurring situations in your life. What lessons keep appearing? What relationships seem familiar? What challenges persist despite changing external circumstances? The young monk nodded as the elder continued. For example, if you find yourself repeatedly in situations where you feel unheard or misunderstood, this pattern reveals something about both your past actions and your current approach to communication. By recognizing the pattern without judgment, you create space for new possibilities. This recognition, the elder emphasized, should be done with compassionate curiosity rather than self-judgment. Karma is not punishment, but education. Each pattern contains wisdom if we approach it with an open heart. The second method, the elder said while dipping his hand in the flowing stream, is understanding the relationship between actions and consequences. The Buddha taught specific connections that help us recognize how past actions influence present experiences. The elder gave specific examples. Generosity creates conditions for abundance and support from others. Harmful speech leads to situations where our voice isn't respected or heard. Patience cultivates beauty and harmonious relationships. By understanding these relationships, we gain insight into both our past actions and what we might cultivate for a more beneficial future. These patterns, the elder clarified, are general tendencies rather than rigid formulas. The complexity of karma means that multiple causes contribute to any single experience, and a single action can have multiple effects depending on many conditions. The third method, the elder continued while returning to sit beside the young monk, is conscious creation of new karma through present choices. This is where our practice becomes most powerful, using mindfulness to make choices that gradually reshape our tendencies and future experiences. The young monk leaned forward with interest as the elder explained. If you notice a pattern of conflict in relationships, you might consciously practice loving-kindness meditation and right speech. If you struggle with certain types of understanding, you can dedicate merit specifically toward developing wisdom in those areas. By working consciously with your present choices, the elder concluded, you honor the influences of the past without being bound by them. This is the middle way the Buddha taught, neither ignoring the effects of past actions nor feeling helplessly determined by them. The young monk sat in silent contemplation before asking, how can we verify if our understanding of these patterns is accurate? How can we avoid imagining connections that aren't really there? The elder monk smiled appreciatively at the question and replied, the Buddha offered 3 criteria for testing any understanding. First, does it align with the Dharma teachings on cause and effect? Second, when put into practice, does it lead to increasing wisdom and compassion? And third, would other wise practitioners recognize it as skillful understanding? I remember once, the elder continued, a merchant came to our monastery deeply troubled by persistent financial difficulties, despite his intelligence and hard work. Rather than giving him a simple explanation about past lives, we guided him through reflecting on his relationship with resources. Through mindful reflection, he recognized subtle patterns of grasping and insecurity in his approach to wealth. By practicing generosity, even amidst scarcity, and developing contentment with what he had, his relationship with abundance gradually transformed. His situation improved not through magical thinking about past lives, but through changing his present relationship with the causes of suffering and happiness. The young monk nodded thoughtfully and asked, what about when we feel drawn to particular practices or teachings without obvious explanation? Is this also related to past actions? A thoughtful question, the elder responded. The Buddha spoke of natural affinities that can indeed be carried forward from previous efforts. When you encounter a teaching and feel an immediate sense of recognition or coming home, this often reflects previous connection with similar teachings. However, the elder cautioned, we should be careful not to use such affinities to create spiritual pride or division. Some practitioners become attached to the idea of being special because of presumed past life accomplishments. This attachment actually obstructs the very awakening those past efforts were aimed toward. The elder monk looked at the setting sun and concluded, remember that the purpose of understanding karma is not to explain everything about ourselves through the past, but to take wise responsibility for creating causes of happiness in the present. The Buddha taught that excessive speculation about past lives can become a thicket of views that entangles rather than liberates. Instead, the elder advised, use the understanding of patterns to develop gratitude for the positive tendencies you've inherited from your own past efforts, compassion for the challenges that reflect past unskillful actions, and diligence in creating beneficial causes for yourself and all beings going forward. The young monk bowed deeply to his teacher, saying, thank you for these profound teachings. I will reflect on the patterns in my life with new understanding and focus my practice on creating wholesome causes in the present moment. The elder monk placed his hand on the younger monk's shoulder and said, remember that the ultimate purpose of these teachings is not to explain yourself through the past, but to liberate yourself in the present. The Buddha taught that understanding karma should lead not to fatalism, but to empowerment, recognizing that every present choice creates causes for future experiences. As we close this ancient teaching, we invite you to reflect on the patterns in your own life with fresh perspective. Apply the 3 insights we've explored. Understand the law of karma, connecting actions with results. Recognize your habitual tendencies developed over time, and cultivate the mindful awareness that can transform both. Rather than focusing on specific details of past lives, consider the general patterns that reveal the nature of your past actions, the relationships that repeatedly arise, the opportunities that naturally come your way, the challenges that persistently reappear despite changing circumstances. By practicing mindful recognition of patterns, understanding the relationship between actions and consequences, and consciously creating new karma through present choices, you align yourself with this timeless Buddhist wisdom. Your journey through countless lifetimes continues with each mindful choice you make today. The elder monk's final words to his student echo across time to us. The greatest freedom comes not from knowing who you were, but from understanding how you create who you are becoming with each present choice. Your past actions have influenced your current tendencies, but your mindful awareness in this moment determines your path forward. As you continue on your path of self-discovery, may the authentic wisdom of Buddhist teachings illuminate your journey through this lifetime. Remember that understanding karma provides not just insight into patterns from the past, but the profound opportunity to create more wholesome conditions for the future, for yourself and all beings. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Buddhist wisdom on past actions and present life. Until our paths cross again, may you walk in mindfulness and peace.